Hello folks, I'm Ultrazilla, and this is the Ultra Z News Weekend Update, the only toy news not for reviews, but for all views in our regular time slot now, so I could call it the Weekend News. This is part 4, the finale of our coverage of the San Diego Comic-Con, mostly. Can't get to everything. I don't cover everything usually either. It's just everything that catches my interest is what it is, right? So if there's something that you saw that I didn't cover in one of these, please feel free to talk about it in any one of these videos and let me know your thoughts on it, and maybe I'll check it out and, post about it on the Facebook, and maybe it'll be in the next news. That also goes for stuff that was at ACG Hong Kong, as well as Wonderfest in Japan. We will be talking about some items from both in this last news as well. So this one should be slightly longer than the rest. I mean, we're going to kick things off this time, though, with Transformers, because I've been so looking forward to getting into the stuff that was revealed. They had a great, one of the best Transformers reveals ever, at a show. I just think they did phenomenally. So without any further ado, let's get to the news. So let's talk about those Transformers reveals. We have a Leader Class Big Comet. We're going to go through them all first and then talk about the two I want the most. Leader Class Razor Claw. Then we have Voyager Class Wreck-Gar in an interesting new form there. We have another one of the 13, Quintus Prime. Then we have Brawl, Voyager Class Brawl. And then we have this cool Scorpion, Quick Strike. How about that one? That one looks pretty cool. Then another Junkion Jalopy. Really love that alt mode there. We have Sure Shot. Not bad. We have Blast Off. Of course, we're, getting all these guys together. Combaticons and stuff. Then another Prime, Amalgamist Prime, which looks incredible. We also have Deluxe Class TF1 Arachnid, which is cool. We got Barricade from Transformers 5, the movie, right? 86 Windcharger, how about that in Deluxe Class? Transformers 1 Alpha Trion, which is cool. We knew that one was coming. And then an 86 Thundercracker, which is a brand new mold, which is very, very nice. And a Nemesis Prime from the last night. Also, we have a Commander Class Onslaught coming out. That's right, you know what that means. This was only render only, so that's pretty interesting. More combiners coming, of course. And then, oh my god, batten down the hatches, because we have a Titan Class Transformers Age of Extinction, a Grimlock coming. That's right, that Nemesis Prime you saw before, and the Prime, they could ride it. That is a full Leader Class figure that could ride this Grimlock. Oh my god, yeah, we're going to talk about that more in a second. But first, let's go back to the show floor and look at our big mammoth Prime, big convoy. This looks awesome, guys. I cannot wait for this. I have the older one, and I really, really, really want this one. It's going to be awesome. This is one Transformer I've been waiting in a new line to see for a long time, and I'm glad we are getting it in the Age of the Primes. Very, very, very cool. But now, let's talk Grimlock, shall we? Because this thing is absolutely incredible and enormous, completely enormous. I love it. I love that they're doing this. It is such an amazing idea. Is this the first Studio Series Titan? I think it is. Well, no, I guess if you could count Devastator, right? Studio Series Devastator, but that didn't come as one piece. This is a one figure, man, and it is tremendous. It is amazing looking. The details look phenomenal. I loved the last Studio Series Grimlock. From Age of Extinction. I thought it looked amazing, and I did an upgrade kit on it, and that was really awesome. Made it even better. But I cannot wait to get this. You know, like we saw our Big Star Prime, you know, recently here, and that is awesome. And if that's the route they're going now with some of these Titan class figures, where they're a little bit smaller, but they just like are perfectly scaled, yeah, this is amazing stuff. I am all in. So let's move to Godzilla now, and THREEZERO has shown off their next Kaiju figure. And it is a Shin Godzilla, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, we haven't gotten our Godzilla 74 yet, right? So we're still waiting on that one, but this is looking awesome as well. And I'm glad, I mean, it's taken like a year, but like, I'm glad, you know, the line is still going, and, you know, they're showing off another piece to it. So looking forward to seeing more of this one for sure. But man, get that Godzilla 74 out already, guys. Come on. THREEZERO is also doing a Cassarn figure with his dog, a friender. Shout out to Brick Something for alerting me that they were doing this. I hadn't seen these pics, and now I have, and they look awesome. Kind of stylized, like, you know, THREEZERO likes to do a lot of, like, you know, artist collaborations. But this is very nice looking. Oh boy, and so many crossovers, and here we go. Turtles X Godzilla is happening. Oh my gosh, we are getting the Turtles as Rodan, Godzilla, and King Ghidorah, and which is going to be Wave 1, and then later we're going to get, I believe it's Donnie as Jaguar there. Yeah, I'm in. Why not? I mean, like, you know, this looks way better than the Masters X Transformers that I talked about in the last video, so this is a lot of fun. I love it. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up right now. And one more note on this crossover, it's going to be first to Target for sales, so if you're going to look for these, they're going to be in Target when the time comes first. Jax had a couple of reveals of interest. We are getting a big bad Bowser, a huge Bowser figure from Jax. It's literally called Big Bad Bowser. And then we are getting a premium King Homer figure. So yeah, I will be getting these two for sure. The Bowser reminds me of the big Taito Bowser, which I did sell at one point. But yeah, that King Homer, that looks cool. Marvel Legends has a new made-to-order figure coming. Well, it's up now. It's up through 8/26, and it is Mephisto with the Infernal Throne. That's right, my Zillions. You get this amazing looking Mephisto figure with his maybe more incredible looking throne for $80, but you have to order it on their website, and it's gonna ship next July. You can only get it there. That's what I'm saying. This is like an exclusive pre-order and an exclusive window to do so. It's kind of like what Super 7 does, you know. It's a little different than the Haslabs, and there is a new Haslab coming as well, but this is pretty awesome. Also, what looked awesome from Marvel Legends is this World War II Logan figure. Really nice looking. You know, Marvel Legends had some cool things. We've talked about it in the previous ones, but these last two might be two of the best. As far as the Haslab that was announced, it is a Star Wars Haslab. It is a vintage collection Haslab. They do a lot of these. And it is the clone carrier, whatever it's called. I'm not too into it, but it does look beautiful. I don't get this line either, so it's one of those things where I'm like, it's not for me, but it's, you know, it's worth mentioning always when there's a Haslab for sure. So, the Hammond Collection didn't have, like, the best showing at the show. They showed off 3 new smaller dinos that are kind of, like, more novel dinos, like new species, and that's cool. We got the Ornitholetus, the Dryosaurus, and the Musasaurus, and that's it. You know, like, I don't know, maybe there's more coming, but I find just 3 little dinos to be kind of disappointing for San Diego Comic-Con from them. In years past, we've had some really good reveals. So I don't know. We'll see what's coming up for the Hammond Collection in the future. Oh my god, talk about something that's pulling on my heartstrings. Dark Horse is doing 2 vinyl figures of Bilbo Baggins and Gollum from the old Rankin and Bass Hobbit cartoon. That was like one of my favorite cartoons like ever. And these look the part. These look really, really cool. So I'm gonna be keeping tabs on these for the nostalgia, and you know, you might see them here on the channel. Probably the biggest talker coming out of Wonderfest is X Plus's Landing Iris. Holy cow, this thing looks incredible and tremendous, as you know, an Iris figure should be. But with the wings spread out like that, geez, this is absolutely gorgeous stuff. We got some more Bam Presto and Shrine figures coming, or Crane figures in Japan, with Gamma Rebirth. How about that? That is very, very cool. I love me some Gamma Rebirth, and we're going to get a couple of flavors, as usual, with this line. There's also a Burning Godzilla with all the smoke, and that's pretty neat, too. And if you want it extra crispy, you could get it extra crispy as well. Abominable Toys released a Mothra Chomp during this San Diego Comic-Con to purchase. It does look really cool. I kind of like this way more than their Godzilla Chomp. I just like how Mothra looks with like those Chomp-like features. Very, very cool. I dig it. That's very fun. And last but not least, we are finally getting an SH Figure Arts Bird on. That's right. Get your bird on to fight Ultraman Taro. This looks amazing. We've seen this on display a few times before, but now it's official. Finally, Bird on is coming to the SH Figure Arts line, and that's got to be a must-get for most Ultraman fans, or all Ultra fans, I gotta say. Speaking of Ultraman, before we go, just to let you know, if you didn't know, I have a Bandai Ultraman giveaway happening. It is for my anniversary. It's also courtesy of Bandai, so a lot of cool stuff happening there. Make sure to check out my Bandai Mystery Box Day unboxing from last week for all the details on that. And there you go, guys. That has been 4 editions of the Ultra Z News covering the San Diego Comic-Con and more. Like I said at the top, probably missed a bunch of stuff, but you guys let me know what you want me to talk about, and maybe we'll do it next week. And you know what? There might be just stuff that I find between now and next week. And do stay tuned to my Facebook page first and foremost, because that's where I drop all the news before we get to the weekend. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.